Hello students, good morning everyone. Yesterday we will discuss in science 7th class about heat. Today's our topic is about transfer of heat. There are generally basic three methods of transfer of heat. That is convection, convection and radiation. These are three methods of heat through which heat can be transferred. Generally, first in convection method, heat is transferred from one body to another body. In convection process, heat is transferred from a substance without replacement of the atom or ion, or the position of the molecules remains same, but there is a transfer of heat take place in this method from one part of a object to another part of the object. The convection process generally takes place in case of solid, and there is a requirement of medium also possible. Without medium, the process of convection does not take place. Generally, convection process takes place in case of solid. For example, when we take a metal object and dip in this metal object into hot water or hot materials solution, then first one end which is dipped in hot substance becomes hot, and the molecules in the solid substance is oscillating or vibrating, and transfer of energy from one molecule to another molecules takes place with the help of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is take place due to the motion of the particles. When one particle gets some energy, then it becomes hot and transfers some amount of energy to the next neighboring particles. Similarly, the neighboring particles gets this energy, then it starts oscillating, and the extra amount of energy also transferred to the next neighboring particles. In this way the process going on, and the metal rod which is kept under the hot water, its both end becomes hot, means complete rod becomes hot, because transfer of heat takes place in case of solid from one end to another end with the help of transfer of energy. Okay? After that, in this method, with the term convection, conductor is also related. What are conductors? Conductors are those materials which allow heat to pass through them. There are two types of conductor, mainly good conductors or bad conductors. The good conductors are those conductors which allow materials to pass heat through them very easily, and bad conductors are those through which transfer of heat does not take place. Good conductors of heat are aluminium, copper, silver, gold. These are the metals, and metals are good conductors of heat, and bad conductors of heat, rubber, wood, plastics, They do not allow heat to pass through them are the bad conductors of heat. Good conductors or bad conductors of heat. All the metals are good conductors of heat. All the non-metals except graphite, which is a good conductor of heat. Non-metals are bad conductor except graphite, because graphite is a good conductor of heat. Graphite has two allotropic forms, that is carbon has two allotropic forms, that is diamond and graphite. So graphite is an allotropic form of carbon, and carbon is a non-metal. Okay students, after that, all the liquids except mercury are bad conductor of heat, and all the gases without any exceptions are bad conductor of heat. What are the practical applications of these good conductors? Now, practical applications of good conductors of heat. Copper tubing is used in automobile radiators. Copper tubing is used in automobile radiators. Copper vessels are used at our homes as a cooking vessels. Mercury is also used in thermometer. Mercury is also used in thermometer. Which is a good conductor of heat. Now, practical applications of bad conductor of heat. These are the practical application of good conductor of heat. Now, practical application of bad conductors of heat. We wear woolen clothes in winter. We wear woolen clothes in winter. How woolen clothes protect us from winter? Because air is entrapped in between the woolen clothes, and there is no transfer of heat. No transfer of heat take place from our body to surrounding, and we keeps our body warm. So this is the practical application of bad conductors of heat. Okay. After that, next method is about convection. Convection process generally transfer of heat by the actual movement of the particles takes place. Convection process takes place with the help of actual movement of particles. In case of convection, there is no actual movement of particles takes place, because in solid the particles are very closely packed and they cannot change their position. But in convection process, there is actual movement of particles takes place, because this process generally takes place in case of liquids and gases. Convection process takes place in liquids and gases. Also, there is a requirement of a medium takes place. This process of convection also does not take place in vacuum or in free space. Vacuum or free space. This process also not take place just as like a conduction. Okay students, but radiation method does not require any medium. This method not require any medium. It generally takes place in vacuum. Radiation method, process of coming of sun's radiation to our earth is generally with the help of a radiation process. By the process of convection, there is a movement of particles takes place and a term current will derive. So, convection current flow in case of liquids and gases, because movement of particles takes place and current will start flowing. Convection current means there is a flow of hot particles, cold particles, or there is a flow of air. So in this case, there are two types of bridge form. Two types of bridge form. One is land bridge and second one is sea bridge. There are two types of bridge in convection method. In coastal areas, generally during summer season, land bridge takes place. During summer, a bridge generally blows from land towards the sea. A bridge generally blows from land towards the sea. In coastal areas during summer season, a bridge generally blows from land towards the sea is called the land bridge. And land bridge generally takes place during night, during summer night. But in sea bridge, a bridge that blows from sea towards the land, during day is known as the sea bridge. This type of bridge takes place in the process of convection. Because land becomes very easily hot and very easily cold. In summer season, during daytime, land becomes very hot, and at night it becomes cold after some time. Okay, so here there are two types of bridge takes place. After that, in radiation method, we say that there is no requirement of medium here take place. Means this process generally takes place in vacuum. The heat energy transferred by the process of radiant is known as thermal radiation or radiant heat. The heat energy transferred by the process of radiation is generally known as radiant heat or heat radiation. Okay. Nature of the radiant heat. What is the nature of radiant heat. And the properties. Heat energy is transferred in the form of EM waves, that is electromagnetic waves. Heat energy is generally transferred in the form of EM waves, means electromagnetic waves. Electric waves as well as magnetic waves. They are travel horizontal as well as vertical in their propagation of the light. And also they travel with the speed of light 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. And the properties of these radiant heat properties. The speed of light is equals to, here the speed of radiation is equals to the speed of light. And speed of light is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. Heat radiations can travel through vacuum. There is no requirement of a medium. They can travel in a straight line. They can travel in a straight line, and also they can move in all directions. They can move in all directions. These are the some properties of radiation, radiant heat or heat radiation. And nature of the radiant heat, they behave like an electromagnetic waves, EM waves. After that, applications of heat radiations. Applications of heat radiations. What are the use of heat radiations in our daily life? Roofs of factories are painted white because white color is a good reflector of light. It does not absorb any light, and black color is a good absorber of heat. So the roofs of the factories are painted with white color or light color, so that or shining surface, so that they can reflect all the light that falls on them. Why are the cooking utensils bottom are made up of black? Cooking utensils bottom are made up of black because black color is a good absorber of heat. The heat which is transferred by any source can be absorbed completely by the black color of the vessel. So we make the cooking utensils bottom as black color. Metal teapots which are used in our daily life are also made up shiny because shining surface reflect all the heats which are coming from our surrounding, and our tea does not become so cold easily. These are the practical application of heat radiations. After that, thermos flask. Thermos flask. When hot tea help of a stopper at the top. The stopper is usually made up of plastic because plastic also does not become hot and not melt. It is a poor conductor of heat and also prevents there is a loss of heat from the surface. In thermos flask, we use a glass inside the bottle, and the glass also poor conductor of heat, and this glass which is present inside the thermos flask do not lose the prevent the loss of heat from substance to the surrounding. In thermos flask, so the walls of the thermos are protected by a layer of other materials and glass is surrounding with the other materials, and outer metal or plastic case prevents glass from breaking. So in thermos flask, for a long time the substance does not become cold and there is a loss of heat does not take place because the glass which prevent loss of heat which is take place in this case. Thermos flask, heat from inside cannot escape out and the outer radiations does not enter into the inner part. So thermos flask prevents loss of heat by the process of conduction, convection and radiation. There is no process takes place in thermos flask. Okay students, thank you.